Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy Kamen Zero Spike back again once again. Today we're here for episode 1 of Bakuage Sentai BOONBOOMGER. And this was a very nice episode. This was a good debut episode, guys. This was a lot of car stuff. And I thought that they were going to be racing. I thought it was going to be some racing stuff, but nah, we just seen nice cars and just Fast and Furious, but we fight and stuff. And in this episode, we see we come by to a wedding. It seems like this woman, the character getting married, is our Pink Ranger, and she ends up really not wanting to do it. Seems like she's being forced into this marriage. So we see our Red Ranger Taya, who has come and basically came in there, grabbed her up, and then end up getting chased by the guys that were at the wedding with her, getting chased by her groom. And he tells her, like, it just doesn't seem like you should be forced to be marrying someone. And he says that she's asked him who he is, and he's like, oh, I'm just I'm just a delivery man. So he's basically there to come get her, take her to the airport to her real boyfriend, so they can't leave and stuff like that. So he comes to get her, and she's like, nah, I don't want to do that. Like, I refuse. And he ends up going to this store. He ends up taking to this store. He ends up buying out the entire store, getting her to change clothes and things like that, and saying like how she doesn't want to get rid of the dress. But on the way to the store, they got chased by these 3 idiots. And we see how our monsters, our aliens, basically our monsters, are being called Hashiarasan. And these basically have come here to take over the planet, and they end up attacking Taya and Homegirl while they're in Mira. Her name is Mira. They are attacking Mira and Taya while they're in this, and then we see that Taya has, like, his car can, like, it has the ability to fly, so he ends up hitting on his changer, and his changer shoots them off and makes them fly off. So after they flew off, we see that the Hashiarasan, they did transform her dress into a monster, and she has a key, and she puts the key in her dress, and she puts clank ignition and transforms her dress into this monster that keeps on, it's freaking giant Pokemon that keeps saying get married or marry or marriage or something like that. And it goes off into the city, starts causing all kind of mayhem, and it shoots people with like wedding dresses. And I'm just like, it hits people with wedding dresses, and I'm like, how is this wedding dress really hurting you? Is it like constricting you? Is it choking you? Like, what is it doing? Like, get up and take it off. Like, that's what I was like, get up and take it off. Like, can you do that? Like, is that working? Well, I guess not. I guess not. I guess these wedding dresses were freaking just snakes all over people, holding them hostage, because it kind of weird. But I mean, it's Sentai, so I get it. But after we see that the monster ends up attacking Taya and her, basically ends up attacking Taya and her, and is chasing them. And he basically he hinges up, and when he hinges up, he gets ready to fight her, basically fight the monster, and he calls in Blue to come get her. So he calls in Blue to come get her, and while she's driving with Blue, she decides that she doesn't want to go to the airport and stuff like that, and she makes the car fly back to where Taya is. And Taya's like, what are you doing here? He's like, you supposed to be going to the airport. She's like, nah, I'm not gonna go to the airport. I'm gonna decide, put my own hand on the wheel. I want to get behind the wheel. And basically the whole message was like, basically take control of your own life and not let people, like, just steer you into the right direction that they think that you should be in. And I like that message, man. Take control of your own life, man. As long as it's something positive and then you ain't hurting nobody, go do whatever the duck you want to do. If you chasing your dreams, chase your dreams. Don't let nobody tell you that you can't do nothing. But yeah, that's my message for today. But yeah, so we see that he ends up going, okay, cool, and he ends up giving her a changer. And Blue is like, what are you doing? Screw it. All right, whatever. And he gives her a changer. They change into the, they go ahead and change, and they end up fighting off a bunch of the grunts. We see what the grunts look like, and they're called Nejirata. They call it like Nejirata, and they look cool. I'm digging how they look. I don't like the face, the helmet, and whatever, but apparently they're just supposed to be like screws. They're like screws, and we saw that our cat Hashirasen girl. She throws out a bunch of screws, and then like, oh hey, here's the grunts. So it's like, all three of them are fighting them and things like that. And then we ended up seeing Taya, and we saw all three of them take out our big monster of the week. Took him out. When they take him out, we see that our monster car that's with the other two idiots, because I could tell these guys are gonna be idiots, but it ends up eating the explosion of the monster that they just defeated, and we get into like a big psychological F-Zero looking Rainbow Road like car battle with him, with and we end up fighting him off like car style. And then when they knock him off the trail, I don't want to say trail, they knock him off the racetrack, I'll say the track. And when they knock him off the track, he ends up throwing up and spitting out the monster that he ate earlier, and he ends up falling down, and then now he has to find his way back to the other two idiots. So we end up getting into our actual mech battle. We end up transforming into our main mech, which seems like Boom Boom Jin. He seems like he's I like him so far. I really like him. I like his voice. I like his energy. I like this guy, man. So he ends up becoming, he's basically like their Megazord, but he is their Megazord, but he's like, he can shrink down to their size, which is cool. I like sentient mechs. Like, I like sentient mechs that can talk and things like that. I like sentient robots that play a role into like whatever writer or Sentai is helping out and stuff. That's why I love Fai's robot. His motorcycle is cool. But yeah, so we end up getting into our mech fight, and what was funny about it was they actually when they hit him, they actually took a building and basically like built a building around him, and then like sliced the building in half. Like, she basically built the building, make it look like a wedding cake, and then Taya's like, yeah, let's cut the cake. And then he ended up cutting the cake, and he ended up defeating our monster of the week. And after they defeat him, they basically take her to the airport. When they take her to the airport, she sees her boyfriend there. He's like, I'm not going with you. I'm a BOONBOOMGER now. And he's like, what? And then, yeah, that's how, and the episode ends off right there with her officially joining the team. It seems like she was very, very happy to join the team, because it seemed like she was very happy that she made her own decision, and it was cool. And Taya basically gave her that opportunity with his words and things like that. So now we get the debut of our entire Ranger team. Well, so far our entire Ranger team did get a cameo of our orange BOONBOOMGER earlier. Not the black one, not the black BOONBOOMGER, but we did get a little cameo from the orange one, most likely, and they most likely know him and stuff like that. We're gonna see him next episode as well. But yeah, man, this was dope. This was a nice debut episode. It was big, flashy, classic first episode Sentai writer stuff, Toku stuff. It was really cool. I do like the aesthetics of stuff. I like what the monsters look like, and the whole concept of changing inanimate objects into monsters. It seems like also the monsters feed off of like people's fear, and it's like they made a statement to that where it's like, oh, the fear will feed its gas line. But yeah, we actually saw what the gas line looks like inside of the monsters, which was dope. But other than that, like, the fighting was dope. We got some classic car classic car Sentai again. I think it's like the 6th or 5th one. But yeah, this is the 40th team. This is we're finally at 40. This is the 40th Super Sentai, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of this, man. Like, this was a strong first episode. It really was. Like, I hope it's not gonna be something that's gonna be at its first 5 episodes are gonna be really, really hype, and then we get to a down spiral thing. But overall, I like the characters. I like Taya. I like him. He's a big departure from Gira, which I missed him so much. I miss King-Ohger, but hey, we gotta move on. But other than that, I like Taya. I think I like Blue. I like him. I don't think he's gonna be like, I feel like later on he's gonna be like that type of like, stern by the book kind of guy. I like Boom Boom Jin. I like him too. I like our robot buddy. And Pink, I think I'm gonna like her too. Like, she seems like a little, like a kid brat kind of personality, and I think I'm gonna like that too. She seems like she's very happy to be a part of like a team like this, and I'm looking forward to seeing their team dynamic and stuff, and seeing how they're gonna work together, because we're gonna have that we gotta work together team kind of episode, kind of get to know each other type thing. I'm pretty sure Taya and Yashiru or Yashio, well, Blue, I'll say Blue, I haven't learned names yet. I'm getting there, I'm gonna get there, but it seems like Red and Blue obviously are cool, like they straight, and it seems like Orange probably will be like they kind of their homeboy too. But other than that, this episode was dope, man. I like this. I like the suits. I think now that I'm seeing the suits in action, I'm still on the fence of their freaking tire parts too big. But other than that, like I'm liking the suits. I'm liking their sword weapon too. That was really dope. Especially them fighting in it and stuff like that was dope. And with Taya solo fighting the Clanks, well, like the Nejiata and the Hashirara-sen monster by himself and stuff, which was dope. But yeah, guys, you guys let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of this episode of Bakuage Sentai BOONBOOMGER. I'm still getting used to it. But yeah, what you guys think of this episode of BOONBOOMGER? How do you feel about the first episode? Like, let me know down in the comment section below, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. As remember, as I always say, guys, stay Henshined.